श्री विजयपुरम में पूर्वी क्षेत्र सांस्कृतिक केंद्र की ओर से आयोजित सागर बंधन कार्यक्रम के उद्घाटन के अवसर पर पश्चिम बंगाल के माननीय राज्यपाल डॉक्टर सी.वी. आनंदा बोस मुख्य अतिथि थे। माननीय राज्यपाल ने दीप प्रज्वलित कर इस सागर बंधन कार्यक्रम का उद्घाटन किया।
Now let me take a moment to introduce our esteemed dignitary present with us, whose valuable contributions have enriched our cultural landscape, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, Honorable Governor of West Bengal, is a distinguished statesman, renowned administrator, and a visionary leader. With decades of exemplary public service, he has been instrumental in shaping innovative policies and initiatives that have positively impacted society. His dedication to education, development, and cultural heritage makes him a beacon of inspiration. We are privileged to have him with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Honorable Governor of West Bengal with a huge round of applause. To formally welcome everyone to this occasion, I now invite Shri Ashish Kumar Giri, Director, Eastern Zonal Cultural Center, Ministry of Culture, Government of India, to deliver the welcome speech. Sir.
The Honorable Governor of West Bengal and the Chairman of Eastern Zonal Cultural Center, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose on the dais, and my dear students present here as the audience. On behalf of the Ministry of Culture, Eastern Zonal Cultural Center, I convey my highest gratitude to all of you. We, the Eastern Zonal Cultural Center, under the aegis of Ministry of Culture, engaged for the promotion of our cultural heritage throughout the India. We basically work with 9 states: West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, Assam, Manipur, Tripura, Sikkim, and also in Andaman and Nicobar Islands here. Today, we are very much delighted that our chairperson, our philosopher, guide, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, present here in this auspicious day. We are glad to inform you that our Honorable Governor and Chairman has profoundly completed the 2 years of his journey as a Governor of West Bengal. To commemorate this 2 years journey, we have planned to curate so many programs everywhere in India. And in Andaman Nicobar Island, here we have planned the Sagar Bandhan program, which is conceptualized by the Honorable Governor, His Excellency. He has entitled this program as the Apna Bharat Jagta Bengal. And being the soldiers of his army, we, the Eastern Zonal Cultural Center, gathered here, invited you to witness the beautiful cultural heritage of our India, as well as the beautiful cultural heritage of Andaman and Nicobar Island. Our Honorable Governor always advises us that if you want to develop the country, you will have to develop the soft power of the country. Dear students, as per his advice, we are working, we are trying to develop the soft power of our country. The hard power is the military power, the economic power. But the soft power is the cultural component of our country. As you know, our Honorable Prime Minister has declared that by 2020 to 2047, our country will be the Vishwa Guru, and we have started our journey towards the Viksit Bharat. And our Ministry of Culture, Government of India, has declared that by 2030, our beloved country, our India, our Bharat will be the cultural hub of the world. If we don't develop, if we don't promote, if we don't flourish the cultural component of our country, then it will not be possible. Therefore, under the guidance of Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Chairman of Eastern Zonal Cultural Center, we are trying to develop this type of cultural activities. We are trying to curate this type of cultural activities all over the India. Sir, we are very much proud that you came here and present here as the inaugurator of the program. Again, from the core of my heart, I welcome all of you and conveying my gratitude to Honorable Governor, His Excellency, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose. Thanks again, and welcome all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now bring to you a cultural masterpiece that transcends times and border. Through its evocative lyrics and stirring melody, this song reminds us that heaven and hell are not distant realms, but are shaped by our own deeds and choices. It's a call to humanity, urging us to rise above hatred, divisions, and injustice, and works toward a world of compassion and unity. This song was written by Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, Honorable Governor of West Bengal, translated in Bangla by Dr. Tamal Laha, recited by Srimati Sapna Das, and sang by Dr. Utsav Das. Today, this mesmerizing piece of art will be performed through a dance formed by the artist of Jhumur Nrityangana.
তিনি এই মুহূর্তে তিনি এই স্বর্গে সকল ক্ষেত্র থেকে উন্নত তিনি এই মুহূর্তে তিনি এই স্বর্গে সকল ক্ষেত্র থেকে উন্নত চিত্ত যেথা ভয় শূন্য উচ্চ যেথা শীল তিনি এই মুহূর্তে তিনি এই স্বর্গে সকল ক্ষেত্র থেকে উন্নত তিনি সূর্য মধ্যে আলো সেই সুর আর সঙ্গীত তিনি সূর্য মধ্যে আলো সেই সুর আর সঙ্গীত তিনি গুরু তিনি শিষ্য তিনি নর্তক তিনি তো নৃত্য তিনি অদৃশ্য বহু সমীরণ জীবন জাহাজ ঠেলে তিনি অদৃশ্য বহু সমীরণ জীবন জাহাজ ঠেলে তিনি গান তিনি দোলা তিনি মনে মনে আগুন জানে কাদামাটি থেকে তিনি চকচকে পাথর গড়ে কাদামাটি থেকে তিনি চকচকে পাথর গড়ে তিনি এই মুহূর্তে তিনি এই স্বর্গে সকল ক্ষেত্র থেকে উন্নত আর চিরন্তন অহিংসা চন্দন গৌতম আমাদের দিলে ভালোবাসার চাবি আর চিরন্তন অহিংসা চন্দন গুরুদেব তাতে বলে দিলেন শান্তি আর সবার হৃদয় মাঝে শান্তি নিকেতন 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 তুমি ভারত সন্তান বৃদ্ধির গর্ব বিশ্ব এসে মিলে গেল ভারতাতায় তিনি ভারত সন্তান বৃদ্ধির গর্ব বিশ্ব এসে মিলে গেল ভারতাতায় জাতি নিবিড়ে বিশ্বকে দিশা কবচা করে মন পরিবর্তন শান্তি নিকেতন 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 আমাদের জীবন স্পন্দন আমাদের জীবন স্পন্দন শান্তি নিকেতন শান্তি নিকেতন জয় 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 তোমারি হোক জয় 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 তোমারি হোক জয় 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 তোমারি হোক জয় জয় জয়।
And this was indeed a very special performance by the artist of Jhumur Nrityangana. As we continue with our cultural celebrations, we bring to you a very special performance, Kobor Dao, a soul-stirring Bengali patriotic song. This masterpiece, composed by the legendary Salil Chaudhary, is a profound call for justice and sacrifice, resonating with the spirit of courage and resilience. What makes this performance even more special is that this song holds a special place in the heart of our Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. Today, performed by the talented artists of Sujata Dance Academy. Let this performance inspire us all.
ওদের কবর দাও বলে ওরা চিৎকার করে। ছোট্ট শিশুটি ভয়ে থরথর কাঁপে। কবর দাও দ্রুত, যতটা গভীরে পারো তত, কবরেই ওদের পরিণতি। আহ, কি যে নিষ্ঠুর হৃদয়হীন ওরা! আমাকে মাটির নিচে পুঁতে দিতে এত ইচ্ছে কেন? কেন ওরা আমাকে কবর দিতে চায়? শুধুলো ছোট্ট বীজ শিশু, তার এক বৃক্ষ দাদুটিকে। পিতামহ বলে তাকে, প্রিয় সোনা, শান্ত হও। কবরে শায়িত হওয়া ততটাও ভয়ঙ্কর নয় যতটা ভাবছ তুমি আজ। যদিও কবরে শোয়া মনে হলে ভয় লাগে খুব, কিন্তু মরণেই সব শেষ নয়। কবরেই সৃষ্টি হবে তোমার নতুন জন্মসাজ, এবং জন্ম নিলে মৃত্যু নিশ্চিত, আর সেই মরণেই পুনরায় জন্মের জিত। এটাই তো প্রকৃতির প্রকৃত স্বভাব। তোমার বিনাশ নেই আমার ছোট্ট সোনা, তুমি সেই সম্ভাবনা। দানা তোমার জন্ম যেন তোমারই কবরে। তুমি তো তোমার লক্ষ্যে পৌঁছাবে তবে, যদি তুমি চাপা পড়ো মাটির নীরবে অনেক নিচে। সে তো মৃত্যু নয়, সে তো এক নতুনের জন্ম নিশ্চয়। মৃত্যু সেই পুনর্জন্ম প্রথা, এভাবেই জীবন গড়ায় বিনষ্ট বীজের উপরে বৃক্ষ জন্মায়।
There's a very kind announcement from Honorable Governor of West Bengal. As Sir has decided to institute 5 Governor's Award of Excellence to 5 students of Andaman and Nicobar Islands in various fields of art, sports, etc. This will comprise of trophy, citation and rupees 10,000 each. Selection will be made by EZCC, and all performers performing today will also be awarded with certificates. A huge round of applause for a kind gesture by Honorable Governor of West Bengal. Thank you very much, sir. And here, it's time to hear from the visionary leader himself. I invite His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, Honorable Governor of West Bengal, to address the gathering with its words of wisdom and bless us all. Sir.
I'm delighted to be here because this is the third time I'm visiting Andaman Nicobar Islands. The change that I see around me is tremendous. When I was discussing with the Honorable Lieutenant Governor, Sir Joshi ji, I could understand the transformational nature of the changes that are taking place here for the last so many years together. When I landed up in the new international airport here, and was told that international flight is landing today, I was delighted that the change is very fast, the change is substantial. You know, the great poet, Nobel laureate, W.B. Yeats, he speaks about the change in his poem Easter 1916. The transformational change he describes as all changed utterly, a terrible beauty is born. I really give kudos to the people of Andaman Nicobar, led by the able Lieutenant Governor, Sri Joshi ji, for this transformational change that has taken place in the last so many years together. The second time I came here, that means the one before this, was when I was the chairman of the Central Warehousing Corporation. I think all the warehouses in Andaman Nicobar Islands are managed by Central Warehousing Corporation, of which I happen to be the chairman. Now, when I see this rhythmic recreation of beauty, that is music and dance, I asked Sri Ashish Giri, are these the trained artists who have come from Bengal? He said, no, they are the young artists of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the native talent, the traditional talent. I have to give kudos to all those who participated in this excellent performance by the people, by the students of Andaman and Nicobar. That is why, on the spur of the moment, I informed the authorities that I'll be most happy to institute 5 awards for the brilliant youngsters from Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And also, I would request Ashish Giri, and of course the Special Secretary, Young Special Secretary Culture is here, please arrange to send teams of students and children from Andaman and Nicobar as honored guests of the Governor of West Bengal. Let them come and stay with us in Calcutta and also in Darjeeling. Yes, this association should not end here. It should continue. As all of us know, we are a nation which take delight in honoring the artists and the men of letters. You know, it is always said that in India, artists have always been honored much above bureaucrats or administrators. You see, we have the tradition of the Navaratnas of the court of King Vikramaditya. Thanandari Shapanakamasari Amrasingha Sanku, Vedala Patta Kadakarpara Kalidasa, Kyado Varahamiro, Nirvado Sabhayam, Ratnani Varariji, Tava Vikramasya. These are the nine jewels of the court of Navaratnas in the court of Vikramaditya. This tradition has always been there. You know, in every nation needs not only administrators, statesmen, and political leaders, they also need artists for the glory of the nation. We cannot think of an India without Vyasa or Vatmiki. We cannot conceive of a Britain without Shakespeare or Milton. And what is Greece without the Aristotle, Plato, and Socrates? Yes, every nation takes delight in its rich culture and heritage. That is why Sri Ashish Giri underscored the need for a soft power of a state. You know, recently, not very recently, but in the last decade, a professor of Harvard University, Professor Joseph Nye, he wrote a book in which he stated categorically that hard power, that is military power and economic power, are not going to take us anywhere, but it is a soft power, art, culture, and heritage, which is going to define the glory of a nation. India is very much appraised of this, and we have launched what is called Kala Kranti, which again is spearheaded by Sri Ashish Giri under the East Zone Culture Center. We are here for all-out encouragement of the artists of this nation. And as our Prime Minister has already made it very clear, India is already cultural superpower. Yes, we are a military superpower. We are the 4th largest military in the world. We are going to be the 3rd largest military in the world. And we are going to be the 3rd largest economy in the world very soon. And we are going to be Viksit Bharat in 2047. Yes, India is fast moving on the road of progress. We will certainly reach there. As Vivekananda said, arise, awake, stop not till you reach your goal. India has already started its path, its run towards Viksit Bharat through art and culture, through what is called India's soft power. The road is long, the goal is far, but the march is on, and we will certainly reach our goal. When I see the reverberations of this great thrust which India is making in the field of art and culture, reflected here in the excellent performance that is made here, I have no doubt that India will certainly become a Viksit Bharat even before the targeted day. I compliment the youngsters who are here. We look forward to meeting them there. What can art do? Art can transform an individual. Art can transform a society. I remember where I read the autobiography of a famous botanist. This botanist was walking in the jungles of Africa with his students. He came across a beautiful flower. Enamored of its beauty, the botanist comes to pluck it. To his consternation, he finds the petals of the beautiful flower flies off in various directions. When he looks sharply at it, he finds that what flew off in various directions were not the beautiful petals of the beautiful flower, but a group of ugly insects. These ugly insects again come back, fly back to another point, converge against on another point, and from again the beautiful flower is born. Whatever be the scientific explanation for this, I would like to underline the story within the story. Dispersed ugliness, when it converges onto a point, from ugliness beauty is born. From ugliness beauty is born. From the negative the positivity is born. That is what W.H. said, all changed utterly, a terrible beauty is born. Art can be the rallying point, that central point towards which these divergences converge and we have unity amidst diversity. That is a transformation which only art can make. That is why it's very important that we get to know of each other through art and culture. This program, which is being launched here, will be repeated in all the states which come under the East Zone Culture Center. And we are not going to confine there within the East Zone alone. We are also tying up with the other culture centers, and we are already started performing in various other states. For instance, 2 such programs have been recently held in Kerala, and before that we had one in Orissa, Cuttack. Next month we are going to Jharkhand. Every month we are going to take these programs to one state or the other. We want to unite India through art and culture. And here we see the reverberations of this. I'm very glad to be here. I didn't want to continue, take more of your time. I wish you the very best. Through art and culture, we will discover the soul of Andaman Nicobar. And we are terribly, terribly impressed by this. When I came here and was driving through the roads, looking at the beautiful waters of the ocean, what came up into my mind was what Byron said. There is pleasure in the pathless woods. There is pleasure in the pathless woods. There is rapture in the lonely shore. There is society where none intrudes, by the waves and music in its roar. Music in its roar. That is a feeling which I get when I come here. As I told you, this is my 3rd visit here. And each visit there is a great experience of transformation which I feel in the air in this place. That is tremendous. That change is what we are all looking forward to. I really congratulate each and every citizen of this island, the youngsters, the beautiful flowers that are here. Before I conclude, I would like to remind you of one of the famous stories which all of you might have read, the Giant's Garden. Once upon a time, long, long ago. Who wrote that every story should begin like that? Once upon a time, long, long ago. Anyway, once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a giant. The giant had a garden. This garden will have flowers in all seasons. He was very proud about that. One day he finds children from the neighborhood have encroached into his garden, and they were strolling around here and there. The giant became wild. He came down with a roaring thud. The children ran away. He built up a huge stone wall around his garden and said, trespassers will be prosecuted. Come winter, come summer, come spring. There is a riot of flowers everywhere. Not a single flower in the giant's garden. The giant is very disappointed. Then he finds that on one tree, lot of flowers have bloomed. Happily he comes down. He finds that children from the neighborhood, they sneaked into the garden through a hole in the stone wall. On the branch of the tree where the children sat, nature blessed the tree with bountiful flowers. The giant knew what exactly is the connection between the children and flowers. He said, flowers are beautiful, children are the most beautiful flowers. So he took his axe, he pulled down the stone wall. Let us not put stone walls around the children. Keep it open for them. Children are the most beautiful flowers. That is what we see demonstrated here. I'm so glad to have come here. Bliss was it to be alive in those days. Wordsworth said, bliss was it to be alive in those days, but to be young was very heaven. To be young was very heaven. That is the feeling with which I am here. As Wordsworth again said, 5 years have passed. 5 years have passed. 5 summers with the length of 5 long winters. 5 years have passed. 5 summers with the length of 5 long winters when you return to Tintern Abbey. In my case, 7 years have passed. 7 summers with the length of 7 long winters since I came to Port Blair. I wish I could come here almost every day and maybe have a second home here. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and seeing the angels at their best in this place. Thank you so much.